Good morning, viewers. Today I am present before you with the second part of Yeats's poem, The Second Coming. Today I'll be talking about the analysis of the poem. Before I begin the podcast, it is advisable that you keep a notebook and a pen so that you can jot down the important points relating to this particular topic. It is further advisable to use earplugs for listening to this topic. So here I begin. The poem consists of 22 lines in 2 verse paragraphs. The first of 8 lines and the second of 14 lines. There is no preparation. The poem opens, as it were, in the midst of a vision. The poet sees a widening gyre, which is going at top speed. The deliberate repetition of turning and turning is half echoed by the falconer repetition. The falcon can't hear the falconer because of the distance between the two, depending on the system of the gyre. The centrifugal force is generated with things fall apart. The center cannot hold. Tension develops with the effort of the center while the image of the falconer is clarified. The idea of the force is suddenly rammed home and at the same time despised when mere anarchy is loosed upon the world. The word loosed implies the gathering force of anarchy. The idea of anarchy is intensified by flooding tide, and the word blood dimmed strengthens the sinister situation. It may suggest the myth of flood which destroyed all life upon the world. Anarchy is let loose in world, and there is an all-round convulsion in which all finer qualities are destroyed. The ceremony of innocence is drowned. The lack of conviction in the best catches up the idea that the center cannot hold. The passionate intensity of the worst is implicitly linked with the drowning of innocence in the blood-dimmed tide. These 8 brilliant compressed lines create a terrifying picture of the world situation. In the second stanza, the poet thinks that second coming is at hand. Perhaps a new avatar is in the offing. The poet sees in his vision an image coming out of Spiritus Mundi. He sees a sphinx-like image. His gaze is blank and pitiless like that of the sun. The vision suggests terror and destruction. It is coming to destroy the civilization of 20 centuries. The new era is to be ushered in amidst blood and tears. The rough beast is slouching towards Bethlehem to be born once again. Bethlehem is the place of the birth of Christ. Coming to the meter and style, the poem is written in blank verse. Its texture is enriched by typical Yeatsian half rhymes or Anglo-Irish rhymes like gyre and falconer, hold and world. The first stanza of the poem is notable for its deliberate use of a kind of high rhetoric rather than images. Mere anarchy, the blood-dimmed tide, the ceremony of innocence. The tension of the poem is continuous. Its own movement of repetition and of echo add to the feeling of inevitability which Yeats want to create. The poem has reflected some of Yeats's most esoteric ideas, the ideas which he was to develop in the book of occult philosophy. Yet, the poem is free of the system. It is also the picture of the violence and terror of the civil war in Ireland and the World War. As an expression of brutality of man, it has no parallel. The poem gains its strength from the compression, complexity, and richness. The symbols are ambivalent and complex because of the reasons it has been a popular poem and is one of the best poems of anthology. A. N. Jeffers says, I quote, "This is probably Yeats's most powerful poem. Its effect is cumulative. It states a situation and envisages its development. Its essence is dramatic as well as philosophic, lyric as well as elegiac." Unquote. So, this was all about the analysis of the poem. In the next podcast of the second coming, I will be talking about stanza 1 and stanza 2. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon for latest update. Thank you for your valuable time. Here's wishing you a great day ahead.